Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today. We can buy a bunch of undistinguished souls over here. That's not too bad. What is too bad is our current situation. It's, oh, wait a minute, actually that is good. Look at that, we can, oh no, we can't sell, we can only buy the souls. Curious, they just sell a bunch of souls. We're currently in Port Haven, it's not the best of days. Our terror is awful, and I'm hopeful I'll be able to drink away my years just taking care of my tea. No, wait, drink away the tea taking care of my years, sort of. Anyway, we're gonna buy 3. We're gonna buy supplies. That would be enough for the moment. That is pretty good. Can go with another fuel. Because, well, let's look around. Now, the ruins here conduct a nocturnal excavation, enjoy the picturesque surroundings, 72%. Doesn't that... No, that's a failure. Does that increase my terror? It does. No, it actually doesn't. It just gives me a tale of terror. A milky mist billows across the sky. The stones pour cold shadows over you. They loom like stooping giants. You're so tiny, so fleeting. You hurry from their choking immensity, seeking the smaller familiar shapes of cottages, of trees, of locals leaning on their painted gates. And of course, I need to trade things, but I'm not going to do that. That just sounds like a bad thing. I need to just enjoy my time. The Nowhere Inn. Read a work of speculative fiction. Appreciate an amount of cider. That sounds like a bad time. Head upstairs. I can't do that. Let's read a work. I don't think... Does this use up? It does. Yeah. I'm not sure if I... well, let's read the Vacant Throne. Being a tale of political inevitability from the perspective of the Empire. My terror has fallen, though. I do enjoy that. One sky story has gained. Really? Another silent century passed. Upon the throne, the king's corpse withered and sagged, mold devouring the incarnadine robes. Then a sound. The doors opened. A woman entered. Young, yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Scarred, a sword in her hand. Behind her were more men, more swords. About time, thought the throne. That seems like I would gain terror. The Eyes of Evan. Let's go with that. My terror is indeed falling. By a little bit. That's good. That's good. Being a thrilling tale of discovery and danger in a sky heretofore unknown. They burned the charts. For what use were they now? The incorrigible, that's the name of the ship, I assume, thundered through an empty, unnamed heaven, blown with a frost wind. Ahead, a new sun blazed, the size of a penny, through the forward windows. There was a long way to go. Man, that is super scary. That is super scary. I wouldn't want to be in that ship like that. Okay, so I really need to wear out my biowelcome here. Bones in the Well being a macabre. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but every time I hear say macabre, it always sounds like the person doesn't know how to pronounce it. It's like when people don't know how to pronounce a word and it's just so good, they just go like, I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I do for a living. And you're like, I know what you're saying, but you didn't actually quite say it. But anyway, being a macabre sounds better. It's probably not. Tale of one soul's descent into solitude and madness. My terror is indeed falling, and I am all about this. On the third, I'm also no longer welcome, which should be okay. On the third day, it rained. The sky was a gray, drizzly circle in the well's mouth, far above. The rubble underfoot darkened, then swam with mud. Perhaps he would drown today, Joseph thought. A slow way to die, he remarked to the skeleton that shared the well with him. Raindrops tip-tapped on its skull. The skeleton was a good listener. Joseph had already shared all his secrets with it. All, that is, except one. Now, holding on to that last secret seemed pointless. After all, he was likely to drown before dinner time. He cleared his throat. It was I who pushed you, he confessed. That is, You leave the stuffy silent pub and return to the docks. I'm gonna share some exotic things. I get 2 of those. Sell and stewed gossip. Let's just get some of that. Let's just get like a lot. I don't know where I'm getting what I get the sell and stewed gossip. Do I get it from the Tacites? I think it might be. Also, I have that. A caddy of dried tea. You have 1. Host a tea party aboard your locomotive. A taste of London. Absolutely. That I don't know. Does that look like tea? What is that? A caddy. I don't know what a caddy is. I guess that's a caddy of dry tea. And those are leaves in there, I suppose. Yeah, let's just do it. The locals are still essentially British. They cannot resist the smell of tea. They enter nervously, like stray cats approaching an unexpected bowl of milk. As you pour, one attempts tentative conversation about the weather. You express amazement. Soon he has relaxed enough to risk an actual opinion. You smile into your cup. You're one of them now, for a little while. Oh yeah, I am. I absolutely am. That tea of caddy was amazing. Presented the reclusive carpenter with his materials. Oh right, we had to come over here as well. It's what he said he needed to fix the magician's equipment. The reclusive carpenter bids you deliver the material outside his workshop and return in 2 days. After the time has passed, just outside your locomotive, you find the magician's equipment boxed and ready for transport. The carpenter is nowhere to be seen. That's very nice. I had forgotten that I had to go over there because I need to go to Port Avon. Nope, that is not it. Cyclopean Ruins, nowhere in. That's the one. And I'm gonna read works of fiction. Let's see. The Devil's Confession, being a satirical tale of infernal ambition and mortal folly. His companion's hooves thumped on the crimson carpet. The corridor was long and lined with doors, each with a brass knob. He opened one. The room behind was filled from floor to ceiling with bottled souls. He tried another, the same. We've never found a use for them, the devil admitted. Is that canonical? That sounds interesting. A corpse at the window, being a sinister tale of familial duty and intimate horror. I think I read that before. Amelia looked through the glass. Her sister had returned. In one hand she held a necklace of muddy diamonds dug from a doyen's grave. From the other dangled the corpse of a doe. Around Catherine's stretched throat, Amelia could still see the rope marks, white and neat as a vicar's collar. Nah, I think I remember that one in particular. So this is taking care of my terror, and I am all about it again. Being a darkly comic tale of domestic misbehavior and unusual appetites, the parson's cookpot. Ugh. The ladle steamed. Another portion? Asked the parson's wife. Why not? Constance replied, and raised her bowl. The parson's crockery was old and pretty. His chair was comfortable. His house needed only modest improvements, mostly in the area of the curtains. Perhaps he would be missed, but no one would ever find his remains as long as Constance finished the stew. And that is the one that I remember anyway. A Tale of Terror, absolutely. So let's just see if they are all the same. I'm pretty sure they burned the charts. Yep. Oh, I'm getting the stories. This is pretty important, actually. Tale of Terror. Devil's Confession, Sky Story, 37. I'm gonna go with it. There might be a better way though. Corpse at the window. I'm wearing out my welcome. Let's go down to 20. Let's go a couple more times. I don't know how much I have. Should have enough for another one though. Because throwing that tea party was the best thing. Sky Story, okay. So that's good. We can go upstairs. I don't think I can do anything with that. Request a membership of the club. It was a famous club in London, home to not just nobles and distinguished soldiers, but ex-ministers, royal courtiers, and other members of high society. But I don't have that. Need to bring back a Cantankerry trophy to the hunting club in Port Avon. Need to bring back a chorister trophy to the hunting club in Port Avon. And basically, it's a Scrivener Spinster, a chorister trophy, and a Cantankerry. I don't think I have any of these. I didn't even know they were a thing. Miscellaneous opening narrative. Interesting. Um, oh, 6 minimum crew. Is that what it is? Yeah, finally found it. Academe, Bohemia, Establishment, Passenger, Villainy. Yeah, I don't have those. That's weird. How do I get that? Maybe I need... Oh, right, I need the thing. Like, there's a tool for that. Yeah, we haven't done that. The village green. Take a relaxing stroll around the village. Sit with the eel fishers. Let's take a relaxing stroll around here. My terror has fallen, and of course, I am wearing out my welcome. In fenced plots across Port Avon, grizzled horticulturalists tame the rampant vegetation of the reach. And I'm gonna get some seeds, I think. No, uncanny specimens. I'm no longer welcome here, but that's fine. The contents of the allotments are unlike familiar vegetables, but it helps to look for similarities. And we read about the carrots before, so I'm just gonna give them one of those. I only have 4 Salon stewed gossips, so I'm gonna need to be on the lookout for that. I think I need to raid the cabins of ships and things like that. I think we're gonna be okay because we're not terrorized anymore, and that is phenomenal. Oh wow, I forgot that I was looking south. So we're going south. Yeah, we're going over there. We have something to deliver for one. Let's go this way. And for another, I also have 10 crew now, so that means I can waste it, basically. And go into an expedition into the forest, which is, I'm sure, not going to be an issue whatsoever. Why would it be? It's never an issue. Also, we could go over to there, I want to say, with a 10 crew. It's fine. We pulled through out of that terror. That was a single journey, and it screwed up my terror so much. I don't even know how. I wasn't paying attention. Was it because I screwed... I forgot how. It's not that I don't know, it's that I forgot. Something happened. What happened? I made mistakes, didn't I? I messed with things I shouldn't have. I know I got 1 crew member for 5 terror. And maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah. Finding new ports is just the best for terror. Early in the game, you just get free terror heals. No problem. And now it's only, I think, after a month or something. What do we have? A bad person. Many bad people. That's a good salvo right there. That is not. That was the worst salvo. Oh, that was super bad. It's fine. We're good. Strip the engine for materials or loot the hold. Absolutely loot the hold. A solid crate. What are we gonna get? Unseasoned hours. It takes a wrench of your strongest stoker to lever off the lid. When at last the crate opens with a heavy thud, your crew gasps. Inside, I guess that makes more sense. The crew gasp. Inside the lustrous saltine crystals of ground hours, mined and refined for commercial use. This is the last product of London's greatest and most precious enterprise. And that's a description that I read already before. Let's hope that I don't take more hits. Because, ooh, that's a nice one. Because I might take more hits. Got more fuel. Oh, speaking of hits. What did I just say? Seriously? We're gonna be fine. Explore the... That's the 164. Give me something. Failure. I'll still get the things. Oh, just uncanny specimen. I didn't get the... I didn't get terror from that, though. So that's nice. The wreck gleams. I can signal the wreck and get a crew. Mourn the dead. Absolutely. A simple ceremony, indeed. We doff our caps. We learn how to write that word. Because I thought it was doth. Although I think I had learned already on multiple occasions, including in this game, how to write that word. The princess looks concerned. Why would you name a wood after a traitor? She says. It's fine. She's only going to be the next queen. I'm sure we're not going to die out here. It sounds, actually, considering that we will probably die out here, she's horribly optimistic. So, what do I have? A bazaar. Yeah, this is what I came here for. Trader's Wood keeps its secrets. I don't know what that does, but I need the money. The Somerset students camped in the dark would require fresh materials. The classicists are delighted, but you can't please the theologians. Too fanciful, apparently. The medievalists cannot seem to come to a definitive conclusion. You're paid well all the same, and invited to go stargazing in the Pale Wood. Which is lovely, sounds amazing. I don't think I will be able... Oh, new bargains will be available in a day. That's interesting. I should be able to mess with that. Forest Edge, that's where we're going. Do we need anything from the bazaar? No, not from the bazaar, from here. We could buy supplies. We're probably gonna buy supplies because we're going east from here. A respite from labor. The distinguished retailers Ravenscourt and Stamford operate a small lodging outpost in the Trader's Wood. I need to pay, I would assume. Oh, it's gonna fix my thing? Oh, it's not too bad. 25 to fix my thing. That's actually quite bad. I can just rest. Yeah, I'll just rest. The distinguished retailers, Ravenscourt and Stamford, operate a small logging outpost. Did I say lodging? It's a logging outpost in the Trader's Wood. Hours are long and employment is precarious. Very seldom do the woodcutters and charcoal burners get a day off. Today is one of those rare occasions, and the workers share picnics out on the meadow. An aged charcoal burner plays a fiddle, and I'm gonna rest. The workers make room for you on the grass. You sup on cold meats and flat wine under the boughs of the trees. Later, you play cards and dice until the fiddler strikes up again. A charcoal burner brings out some whiskey she's been saving. The singing lasts well into the night and almost drowns out the sounds of the woods, but it doesn't actually skip the day, which would be quite appreciated. Let's see. The forests rise behind the station where a few tents have been set up. There's a lot of things in here. The wood's edge is where we go to have a chat with the other people, I think. Expedition into the woods. This is where I want to do. Let's go with the parting glade. What's that all about? Write a port report. Absolutely. Just that's the not a lot there. Birds trill in the nearby trees, and the sweet scent of flowers pervades the air. Why would I explore this? A discarded set of cups. Yeah, I remember that. There's nothing here. Okay, so the parting glade is done. Expeditions into the wood is how I do. I think I might even have a quest in here. The Somerset camp. Let's go and check it out. Not sneak. We can go and talk to them. Let's go with a vituperative classicist again. So she just tells me about the normal thing. There's nothing here to be done anymore, unless of course I figure out. Oh, wait, isn't that what I need to do over there? I think it is. Let's do. Prepare for a large expedition. Prepare for a small expedition. No, it is not. So we could go on a large expedition. But does it matter what I'm doing here? You'll bring every able body willing. You'll risk more crew, but lower the chance of failure. Yeah, that's the point. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm doing that already. No crew. Phew, that sounds better. You no longer have any crew, only yourself and your officers. In this situation, many very bad things can happen. Hire more as soon as you can. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing here, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we're gonna do something good. A sizable contingent of your crew volunteers to follow you. Did they? Into the wood. Packs are hoisted onto shoulders, rations divvied and sensibly stored in little tubs. We're with you, Captain, a stout signaller tells you. Somerset College has recently... Okay, so what I need to do is the giggling place. That's right. I knew it was sort of weird the way you interact with this, because you decide first how many people you want to take, and then you decide where you want to go. So we can look for otherworldly artifacts or just bronze wood, but we can specifically do this one because of Somerset Camp College. Let's see. Prepare for an expedition to the giggling place. The sigils on the scythe suggest it was connected in some way. You're sure the name, however, is an error of translation. That does sound weird. This is an expedition of moderate difficulty. The more crew you take, the easier the expedition, though you risk more of your men. Nah, well, it's gonna be fine. Once again, the scholars wave cheerily as you prepare your crew for another venture under the whispering boughs of the trader's wood. You are on an expedition to the giggling place. Far and farther into the woods you must go. It begins to pour. The gray sky is angry. Your crew look desperate to make camp, and progress will be slow over sodden ground. Perhaps this is an opportunity to recover some of your strength. You'll lose all... Oh, that's fine. A less greasy option. The only option. We can either leave or rest. It's 100% good things. Or success, anyway. Navigator discovers a hollow way running through a vast copse of blackwood. You can set a watch at both ends and light a fire without being seen from elsewhere in the wood. Your crew stay up late, swapping stories of old rulers and their various ends. Your sleep is dreamless as death. I think everything is good. Our terror is falling as well, so everything is fine. The ground gives way to a bog, gray and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily, not unfortunately like a slain corpse. The marsh reads susurrate, growing in volume as you approach. There is English amidst the polyphony names, yours and those of your crew. Now, we have seen this one, and we have died to this one. Unfortunately, there really is only one way to do it. There must be less noisome way. No, we didn't have the same options. Anyway, it's a 67% chance of success. It's 2 out of 3. I always fail these. The wood extends for miles, but so too does the bog, as though it were once a river or a moat. It is hours before you find a passable clearing, a glade of emerald hue, nestled between a copse of silver trees that shiver and sigh like consumptives. The trees whisper as you pass. They lie in a dozen languages, only half known to you and your crew. The discordance shivers beneath the boughs. Correspondence ignites wood that shrieks as though not meant to speak it. Wood burns and breaks. The passing is treacherous and slow. Eventually, however, you emerge. And I've gained a taint of terror, as you would expect. A shaded dell below a steep and cruel hill. Bright laughter emanates from within the shaded dell before you. I do not know what dell means. Apparently, it's not just a brand. It's a thing. Enter the giggling place. Within the dell, the laughter becomes cacophonous. Your crew must cover their ears as you press forward through the dripping undergrowth, while ferns whisper as they brush against your head, your hands. Ahead, you can hear the lowing of beasts. The air is cold as the grave. Beware, you are in the giggling place. You inch forward as the laughter crescendos, washing over you. A copse of trees, gray as a rainstorm, lies ahead. It blocks the rest of the dell from sight, but it is the only way forward. I can go alone. Spare my crew whatever laughs at you can from behind shadow trees. Let's go alone. Your crew are loyal and protest, but their relief is palpable. You stride through the trees, the distant starlight dappling their gray leaves silver. You are greeted with laughter as bright and insistent as a blade at the throat. It emerges from the dell, which descends to a gap in the trees. I'm entering the cleft now. The cleft, I know what it means. A canopy of drooping leaves conceals what lies ahead. Laughter, high and mirthless, can be heard very close by. You must go forward. Voices echo from within the cleft in the earth. At the very bottom of the dell is a brook. The water babbles and chuckles, murmurs and giggles. A bronze seal glims just under the surface. As you reach to take it, 3 faces are reflected in the water next to yours. You're being watched by a 3-headed fox, the size and color of a polar bear. It speaks, but with your voice, your vocal patterns stolen in service of its speech. Mourn not the wild trees nor the slain servant. Open the silent barrows, it says. The fox flees into the wood. Your throat aches. I have lost a lot of things. 1 mirrors, 1 hearts, 1 veils, and 1 iron. And I've gained 1 visions of heavens. Well. Everybody survived, which is amazing. But we're out of time, which is less so. I'll have to record the next episode after, because I want to see what comes after. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.